A little bit about the partner services is that really Alfresco is pretty much half of the company. We have over half of our company is R&D and support. You compare that to the traditional software vendors, R&D and support would probably be about 20% of an organisation. So more than half of Alfresco is support and R&D. That includes the QA. We do have people in the field, for example, myself and Gabriele. I'm the closest you can get to a sales guy in Alfresco, and really I don't try to convince anybody to buy the product. They choose it. The product kind of selects. It's chosen after people have tested it and downloaded it. And really my role is I work as a partner manager, looking after Spain and Portugal. In Spain we have about 20 partners. In Portugal we have 3 partners today. But these partners are really the other half of Alfresco. So we're support and R&D. There's a few people like myself who are kind of partner business development guys. We've got a few guys like Gabriele, who's like a field engineer who can go out and help with partners, help with certain projects. But we don't have any consulting, don't have any project managers, we don't have any people doing projects, doing user training, consulting, processes. We don't have anybody. It's really, the partners are this other half of our company. So these are the guys who are in the local countries, speaking the language, with the local offices, who have the domain knowledge, who understand the customers, who have themselves have Alfresco specialists, not hardcore R&D engineers, but people who know how to implement the technology at customers. People who are specialised in consulting and also in training. So even Alfresco, I mean, our presence really is the internet. Our presence is the website, it's the forums, it's the wikis. We arrange these meetings to meet as many people as we can. But really the people who are in the field, who are doing all the stuff with Alfresco, is really the partners. And in Portugal we're working with Javali, Multicert and with PrimeSoft. Okay, just a few examples to finish off of some projects, just so you can see different types of customers using Alfresco. I mean, today we have, I'm not sure if we've actually surpassed it, but approximately 1,000 customers, 1,000 subscribing customers. And that's not bad if you consider that we only actually started to, we made the first release of the product in 2006. So in 3 years, we've managed to acquire 1,000 paying customers. There's a few examples. Really, the Alfresco, certainly in Europe, was starting in government. There was a number of directives which came out of the European Commission about the use of open source to be used where possible over proprietary solutions. And really, Southern Europe has really been a big hotbed of open source with government. France, very advanced open source. Spain, Italy, I would say Portugal to a less state, but very, very strong in government. I mean, there's a few examples here, but in the French Ministry of Justice, which is now the standard for the whole of the Ministry of Justice in France. They have 200 installations of Alfresco. Each of the French courts manages their installation separately, and it's used for all their documents, all of their document processes, all their scanning, document workflow, as the standard platform for the entire French Ministry of Justice. It's not we have lots and lots of customers in France, but this is a particularly strong reference, and other justice organisations certainly are looking at Alfresco and for corporate use. I talked a bit about the Spanish autonomous government. I've got up there a few logos of Catalunya, Canarias, Extremadura, Andalusia, a few examples of autonomous governments using Alfresco. There's really only 2 or 3 of the 15 Spanish autonomous governments. We don't already have something implemented, or will have something implemented, or already have corporate agreements with them. It really has become pretty much the de facto standard for Spanish autonomous government. We also have a good number of customers in central ministries as well, and we're now looking at getting some more success with local government as well.